They had no idea who they were messing with. They really had no idea who they were messing with. And after so many warnings, glory to God, help me to say this because I feel it head to toe. After so many warnings and after the Lord speaking so many times over and over to these people, this person, warning them, they refused to listen. They just looked at your circumstance. They looked at you in your status, in your current state, in one chapter that they walked in on, and they did not know who you were to God, to the kingdom. They had no idea. And when they heard, when the Lord tried to warn them and show them and tell them, they rolled their eyes, they giggled, they laughed, they walked on and just thought, well, I'll just do what I want to do anyways. It doesn't matter, because look at where they are right now. Look at the chapter I walked in on. Look at their status in life. They had no idea. It was like it was in plain sight, but it's like they just, it's like they didn't want to believe it, or they really just did not know who they were dealing with. And I just posted a message that come to snuff the rooster. I had a dream last night and this song was playing over and over and over. And I shared the message and God wanted me to come back on here. And it was like you know how it says that the devil, the Lord laughs at the devil because he knows what's to come. And I felt like in my spirit was like they were laughing, but I was laughing at them because they had no idea who you were to me, that you are important to me. So whoever has tried to come up against you, whoever has been coming up against you, whoever is thinking about coming up against you, they better be very careful, because in this upside down kingdom, you may not seem like much. You may not come from much. You may not have much to offer, whatever in the world's eyes, in the world's society, whatever it may be. But that does not mean that you do not mean much to God. A lot of times God hides his children. He hides his children in plain sight. So no, it might not be, all glitter and glam, and it may not be the spotlight, but he may have you hidden in a corner somewhere. But that does not mean that you are not loved and valuable and important to God. And they looked at you over there in that corner and they thought to themselves, I don't see them in the spotlight. I don't see all the glitter and glam. So they must not mean much to God. I mean, who are they? But God's about to show them. They have crossed a line. There was a line that was crossed. And I don't even think you're aware of it. I think you know a sense. I feel in my spirit you know a sense of it, but you don't know fully. But someone has crossed a line and God stood up on your behalf. And he's coming. Lord have mercy. I feel it all over me. In my spirit, I keep hearing they try to snuff the rooster. Not the rooster. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even get it out. Like, again, I had that dream. I woke up. I heard that song playing over. But it was like, they touched that one. You don't touch that one. They looked at you. Let me say this in another way. They looked at you like you were another one of them. Just another person. But God said, no, 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 no. That one? Oh, that one is mine. You don't touch that one. That one is valuable. In other words, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.